Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Mystery Dungeons & Dragons The Lanwell Chronicles. Last time, the White Town Festival happened, where our cast of characters all went to the raffle and bought a raffle ticket. Well, a certain rich boy bought 5, but that's beside the point. Aaron went to the bouncy house and got a taste of flight with a bunch of kids before going to the cooking contest where first he went to the hedge maze and didn't even manage to get halfway done because he didn't really have much of a strategy other than run around like a chicken with his head cut off. And then he went to a cooking competition where he managed to win second place but didn't get any prizes or anything from it because he decided to arson the first place winner, a Glaceon. But he did eventually apologize to her and managed to convince a Sawsbuck called Thornton to allow him into the Freelance Guild after the apology. Sergey, our Mudkip Paladin, engaged in a fighting tournament where he managed to win himself first prize. Reniel, the Eevee, walked around town, creeped a few people out before winning the hedge maze and creeping out both Sergey and Eugene. And Eugene went to the chess tournament where he won second place. He got an offer for the Freelance Guild, but he wasn't as interested, shall we say. But he still got it, and afterwards he attempted to teach Aaron how to play his little, it's like Warhammer 4000 knockoff or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he went to do that. And yeah, that's basically what happened. So, since this is our first time going live, do you guys want to reintroduce yourselves, or do you think you're good?
Sure, I'll do that. So as um I am Eugene. He's a very young Cyndaquil. He's very introverted and he's as you could tell by his profile icon there, he's quite a board game aficionado. So that makes him quite shrewd and very socially awkward. I wouldn't say shy, like he'll throw sass back at someone who throws sass at him, but that's kind of the bridged version of him.
I'm Quill. I play Reniel. He's the creepy Eevee that terrorizes everyone, even though he's not exactly trying to half the time.
I would contest that.
I mean, who's the one off screen who rolled intimidation check against a bunch of children in a bounty house?
And got a 20.
That 20.
Oh, speaking of which, I should go to the roller.
Alright, I'm Para. I'm playing Aaron. He's a Bagan and he's way too excited about everything. He really wanted to get into this guild. He kinda already messed up in the first session, but maybe kinda made it work again, so we will see. But yeah, he acts before he thinks.
Alright, and I am playing Sergey. He's the Paladin Mudkip. He's just pretty enthusiastic about everything that interests him, which happens to be, well, I'm trying to think how to explain this. Just like Caldwelch is known for in their whole glory seeking, that pretty well defines him. So he's a glory seeker.
More the fortune and glory.
Yes.
For the glory of wait. Anyways, so after participating on all the events you guys were sort of interested in, it's rolled around to it's rolled around to evening now, and a few Pokemon came across the town telling you that the raffle is about to have its winners and numbers announced. And that'll be taking place in the center of town, along where basically you first all got your tickets. Along with that, Reniel, you know that the scavenger hunt is about to end, so you should head over there to see how well to hand in your tokens as well.
Alright. So Raniel's gonna head off in that direction and hand in his tokens to the knocked owl.
Okay, and you had how much again?
108.
Okay. So, since your event will take place a bit before the raffle, you hand in your tokens to the Noctowl, and you see a number of other Pokemon handing in theirs, including a Dartrix, a Shiftry, and a Gothita. And after a while, you were, well, surprise, surprise, you were announced as the first place winner.
Yay!
Because of that dang nat 20 with that bridge.
Excellent. All according to plan.
So, yeah, for that, you were given 20 gold.
Magnificent.
But yeah, at this point in time, it's about the point where everyone will need to converge for the raffle. So, are y'all gonna head sort of towards the center?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We all entered it, right?
Yeah, everyone entered it.
Mm-hmm. We all did. We still all get our numbers saved?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you all peruse around towards the center. There's quite a number of Pokemon surrounding you, so Eugene, you're probably not very comfy right now. Due to
No, I'm not at all.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll stand in the back a little.
And I stand beside you, and I'm just like, Eugene, like maybe we will win. Isn't that exciting? I never won anything before.
Yeah. That's why I bought 5. Do you want to maybe stand in the back?
Sure.
It's a little crowded here.
Okay.
All right. Sergey, where are you standing?
Probably closer towards the front.
Okay, and Raniel?
He is in the back.
Okay, so yeah, Eugene, that Eevee that disturbed you before is also standing around the back.
Oh, I do one of those things where you kind of like notice him, but then you like look away before he sees you're looking at him.
Do I get to roll a perception check to see if I see him looking at me?
Yeah, we'll make it a contest. You roll, Eugene rolls sleight of hand, Reniel roll perception.
Okay. I forgot one thing. It was to pull up my sheet. But, okay.
19.
Just wait.
Uh-oh.
What'd you say? Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand, yep.
All right. Plus what? 5? Yeah, 5. Plus.
You gotta roll pretty high. Oh.
Nope. Reniel, you clearly see that Eugene noticed you before facing away.
Hello again, Eugene.
I'm sitting next to them, right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah, but
sitting
you
at-
can't hear the. Yeah, but you can't hear Reniel because he's talking within Eugene's head.
Ah, okay.
So, have I put it together that, like, he could hear my thoughts? Like, we communicate through...
Yeah, he outright told you that if you think something towards him, he'll be able to hear that and respond, but he can't hear your innermost thoughts.
Hi, Reniel, that was your name?
Yes.
I wanted to introduce you to my new friend, Aaron. And then I poke Aaron and point to Reniel.
Huh? Uh, oh, uh, who's that? Uh, it's like his eyes, and I'm just like, uh, um, is that a friend of yours?
I wanted to introduce you to him. Friend. Yeah, Aaron. So why don't you two break the ice? And he just kind of takes like 2 steps to the right.
And now Aaron gets to experience Reniel saying, "Hello, Aaron."
Um, Aaron just jumps and like looks around and says, "Oh, who said that?
It was me.
Where? Where? I huh? Oh,
Evie.
how are you doing that?
It's telepathy.
Cool.
So I noticed like Aaron's kind of maybe body language and facial expressions, and I kind of wiped the sweat off my forehead.
Well, is
You know,
Aaron
phew.
thinking these or thinking this or saying this out loud?
He's saying that out loud.
Okay, so yeah, no, you don't notice that. You literally see him talking.
Yeah. Well, the fact it's been diverted from me is the point.
I I turn to Eugene and say, or I turn back and forth between Eugene and Reniel and say, how do you two know each other? Is he like? I thought you like. Is he the one that told you to come here? Like you said, you had friends that wanted you to come here, or did I catch that wrong?
No, we passed by one time.
Ah, well, pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Uh,
And
what's
he's
your
just
name?
standing there next to you looking at the ground.
What's your name?
My name is Reniel.
Also, did he say hello, Aaron, before?
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
I introduced
Okay.
you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
My memory is bad. Um. So did you also buy raffle tickets?
I purchased one ticket.
Ah, good luck.
Thank you. My
What
number
what?
is 50.
Oh, 50 is a good number. What will you buy from it if you win?
I am uncertain, but I already got money from 2 of the contests that I entered today.
Oh, you must be really good then. Are you also with the guild?
I am not.
Oh. Have you considered joining the guild?
I
Like,
have.
I mean, if you can win 2 of the contests, I mean, I of course also won a contest, but you know, winning 2 of them is really impressive.
Thank you. I would not say getting to the end of the hedge maze is a contest necessarily, but nevertheless, I got money for exiting it.
Yeah, that was a really tough hedge maze, so.
It was not that difficult. The most difficult part was getting through it fast.
Yeah, I tried to be really fast, but I don't know. I kind of
It,
um.
it helps to hug the left wall.
Oh, wait. What do you mean? How if I hug the hedge, how is it going to help me? I will not get anywhere.
I can't hear this, right?
Well, you could hear
Probably
half
not.
of the. You could hear, I think, half of it. You could
Yeah,
hear Aaron's.
Aaron is talking.
Yeah, you can hear Aaron's responses, but you can't hear what Reniel is saying. So Aaron's basically just having a conversation, almost with
So
himself.
I'm in this conundrum where I'm like, yeah, I kind of don't want to socialize, but at the same time, I'm like curious about what they're saying. So I look over and like back at the raffle. It's like, can you talk with your face hole?
I prefer not to, but the noise is now coming from in front of his face, but you both can hear it.
So you can't talk. So that's why. Oh, uh,
I can talk. I just prefer not to.
I mean, if I could do I think I would also prefer not to talk.
Yeah, I could sort of relate.
Wait, can I? And then I go silent. Can you hear this? Like, and then I think that.
I can.
Wow.
Aaron's mind blown.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna think he's a
Wait.
psychic and he can talk to everyone that
Yeah,
way.
yeah. So now Aaron's talking again. He's like very excited and saying to you, "Can you teach me how to do that? How can I like?" Yeah, I'm screaming like I'm imagining half the crowd turning to us.
Yeah, right now the crowd's just looking at this. Like, in fact, it's so loud that Sergey, you hear this commotion coming from the back.
And I'm like, it's nothing. He's just excited about the raffle.
Well,
Oh, right, the raffle. Oh, I'm sorry. We should probably. It's going to start any moment. But after the raffle, you need to like teach me.
I do not think that is possible. But I
Yeah.
will humor you.
All right. And then I run back to Eugene and like jump up and down on my place, waiting for the raffle to start.
You better relax. I mean, you could lose, and it'll be a big disappointment if you're overexcited about it.
Well, first off, I mean, well, okay, you bought 5 tickets, so that's kind of unfair, but
Not unfair. It's playing the game.
yeah, but just because you have like it's unfair because you have way more money than me, but whatever.
That's the point of a raffle.
The point is to have fun. I'm here to have fun, and no matter if I lose or win, I will have fun. But I will admit, if you win, I'm slightly upset. But we are still friends. But I will be slightly upset.
Okay. I'm probably not gonna win anyway.
Not with that attitude.
It is a game of chance. I do not think attitude has anything to do with it.
Exactly what he said.
Aaron is just standing there, kind of like what's the word?
Outing?
Yeah, I guess that. I hate it when I just can't remember words sometimes.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so eventually you hear the booming voice of the electrode calling, "The raffle will begin now."
It's starting! It's starting!
I noticed.
Okay, so he calls out 22. You hear bit of shuffling. I assume nobody has that.
Wait, did that was anticlimactic?
Yeah, it's like someone told you.
Well, it's not my number, but maybe next time.
Really close though. I got 21.
For second place, 79.
Wait, why didn't they start with the lower places and go up? That would have been way more. Maybe I should organize this.
And third place, 31.
Oh.
See, I don't think any of us won.
Yeah,
And
so
I didn't.
since you guys are in the back, you don't get to see, but Sergey, you see the winners were a Leopard, a Lanoon, and a Standler.
It wasn't second, it was one lower.
So how do I get my gold back now?
You do not.
Oh,
That is how gambling works.
I'm not sure I like gambling.
I'm not a big fan of it either, but
And yet you purchased 5.
yeah, just because that would give me more of a chance.
That sounds. No. You do you.
If I have it, then I'll use it.
And by now, the crowds are starting to disperse, by the way.
Yep.
And Ren, you'll see Sergey from where he is in the crowd.
Yeah, since the crowds
Oh,
are
no.
starting to disperse, everything you're able to sort of see each other a bit better as everyone else is starting to go their separate ways. Most seem to
And
be heading sort of towards the lake for the fireworks, but yeah, everyone's sort of splitting apart.
Hello, Sergey.
Sergey's expression immediately just kind of goes stone cold. But before just trying to it's you again.
Yes. Would you like to come over and meet these 2 Pokemon next to me?
You found friends?
I am
You
uncertain
would.
if I would call them friends. Presently, they are more like acquaintances.
So yeah, Aaron and Eugene, you see this sort of battle-scarred Mudkip speaking out loud to Raniel, and Raniel sort of or at least I imagine Raniel sort of facing him.
He's facing his general direction, keeping him in his peripheral vision.
Okay.
I whispered to Aaron, like, that guy looks like one of those exaggerated figures from my game, except he's real.
Yeah, he looks cool, right? And I just wave.
Oh, I didn't mean.
Raises a brow over this rather excitable looking Dagon, but waves back.
Do not be
I
shy, Sergey. Come on over.
Well, I might as well be impressionable, shouldn't I? He decides to walk over towards the group.
Oh no, he's coming over here.
why is that a problem? Do you know him? Did he steal something from you?
No, it's just, how does someone like me stand up to talking to someone like that?
You open your mouth.
No.
I guess okay, wait. I guess there are some Pokemon, as we learned today, that you don't open your mouth for, where you just like use your mind.
No, you're missing the point.
Okay, am I? I'm just scratching my head.
Making his way over to the group and sort of hearing the tail end of this.
Yeah.
I don't suppose I'm causing a problem now, am I?
Oh, hi! No, you're not. Welcome. Well, I wanted to say welcome to our group, but are we a group? I don't know. But anyway, hi, I'm Aaron.
I kind of like wave with like sweat at my brow.
Waterfalls coming down.
The fire Pokemon producing water.
Oh no. Yes. Well,
There you go.
well, most people just call me Sergey. So,
Ah,
as
hello,
you
Sergey.
can see, it seems this rather interesting EV has been making acquaintances, as we'll call it.
Yeah.
Ah,
Sergey, this is Eugene, the Cyndaquil, and this Bagon is Aaron.
You all can hear this. And then he says,
Eugene, Aaron, this is Sergey. He was the champion of the contest at the Coliseum.
whoa! You must be really
Oh.
strong then. And of course, I'm screaming again, basically.
Oh no!
Yeah,
You kind of
you've
just
got a few
stands there.
people giving you looks as they pass by.
He kind of beams with pride. It was nothing. I just kind of took things as they came, and it was all fun.
Wait, I thought like at the Colosseum, like only the strongest members of the guild basically attend. That's at least what I heard. So you must be with the guild, right?
Well, no, it wasn't really anyone who's been there. It was honestly a lot of newcomers.
Hmm.
But I did seem to fight someone from the guild.
Oh, who?
They seem to have interest in all these contests, I would assume. They certainly had an interest in me.
Oh yeah, I think I think all of us. Well, I guess except for Uriel, but here, so Eugene, me, and you. So I guess they had like interest in all of us.
Is that so?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that a coincidence.
Yeah. Well, look
Wait.
at the sky. I think we should better go look at the fireworks now.
All right, the fireworks. And I start running towards the fireworks. Wherever they are.
They're
I'm
to the
just
north
gone.
of your location. At least that's where it seems all the crowd is heading, and that's where the lake is.
And there he goes, zooming off again.
He is an energetic one.
Eugene follows him in tow.
Probably to get the heck out of here, I imagine.
Is there any like trees we can maybe climb and get a better view?
You'd have to go a bit of the perimeter of the lake, but yeah, you see that there are a few trees sort of near the western shore.
All right. Oh well, I'm wondering if it's kind of like crowded, like the Raffle was.
Oh, like around the art museum castle, yeah, it's really crowded. So
Right.
you definitely have to go around the perimeter a bit if you want to get a less obstructed, less people-filled view.
All
Eugene,
right.
we have to be fast so we can be like at the very like at the front row so we can see everything.
Actually, I have a better idea. We could go up a tree.
Cool. Oh, so we can look over everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I like that.
It's like when I put the trebuchet on the hill and fired, and it could get any of your units.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I figured that would be a good idea.
And maybe we could build like a tree house.
I don't think we need to go that far.
Okay.
We do
I
not have
trust
the
you.
time or materials to create a structure.
So yeah, despite the fact that you ran away, Raniel is right behind you, still wide eyes. Sergey, what are you doing?
I figured I might as well as follow along since these Pokemon seem to have interest in the guild as well, and since Sergey's already gotten into this, or at least They've invited him.
Okay. So yeah, you see Reniel just right behind you, creeping up on you, and Sergey is a bit. I imagine Sergey is a bit behind, but at least giving you personal space.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Whoa.
where'd you come from?
I was here the whole time.
You're really good at like being stealthy, I guess. I think that's really useful for the guild.
I am actually not all that stealthy. I am just small.
Fair enough, but I mean, you are like as tall as like I guess I'm a little bit taller than you, but
You are twice my height, Aaron.
Do remember that Aaron is like the tallest in the group.
Yeah, I underestimated how tall Cyndaquil is compared to a lot of you two.
but yes, but I mean, I'm not as tall as like an Onyx or what are other big Pokemon? A
Steelix.
Wailord or what? What did you say?
Steelix.
Oh, a Steelix. Yes, I'm also not as big as a Steelix. Or
But we're wasting time here. You guys maybe want to join us? We're gonna go up a tree so we can see the fireworks better.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, does seem like a good idea.
Okay, so the four of you walk around the perimeter, heading sort of towards where there are a lot less people and where there are a nice bundle of trees for you to reach. And are you gonna search for like the largest tree to climb up, or how are you handling this?
My idea was just one that's kind of well above the crowds.
Okay. So yeah,
So,
there's. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like super tall.
Okay. So yeah, you find a fairly good tree. It's decent length away. It's got a good view of the lake. It's a bit away from the crowd, so you don't have to worry about the crowds. And getting to the top of it, you imagine it be a good view.
All right. And it has like a thick branch, so we're not gonna like
Yeah.
break it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, definitely. The branches do not look thin. It looks like, unless you weigh like as much as an onyx would, you imagine it wouldn't break.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna try and climb up first. Do I have to make a check for that, or?
Well, do you have a climbing speed?
I do not.
Then yeah, you're gonna have to make a check for that. Give me, unless there's a specific way you're climbing it, give me athletics.
Can I use my iron thorns to kind of jab into the tree and use them to climb?
I'll say you could do that. In which case, yeah, you probably wouldn't really need to make too much of a check.
All right. So it's still an athletics?
Yeah, just a lot less of a lot lower of a DC.
Okay, because there's a reason I wanted to get any advantage I could.
Oh boy.
Yeah, despite your scrawniness, the iron thorns helped, and you were able to just stab your way up the tree. You left a few marks in there, but you are able to climb up and reach the top branch.
Eugene, do you need help?
No, I got it. I'm okay.
Okay. Good.
So I like heave my self onto the branch with my squinty eyes bulging.
Yeah, however that works with a Cyndaquil.
I'm gonna attempt to make the climb next.
Okay. Any fancy way of doing it, or just climbing?
No, just gonna climb it.
All right. Give me your athletics then.
Look at that. Oh, come on!
Well, since you are not using iron thorns, you try and go to this tree, but you can't seem to get much of a grip on it.
like
Shouldn't have been easy.
I want to impose, but I'm like a little intimidated by him to like suggest to use the spikes or.
If you want, I can like throw you up.
No, this will be fine. Can I actually like use where he stabbed in as possible?
Yeah, if I damaged it pretty bad, then it might be a good little foothold or something.
It'd be, since their iron thorns are small, it'd be a very narrow grip. You could potentially do it and lower the DC a bit, but it wouldn't be too. It wouldn't really be too much lower.
Huh. That's still. I mean, I do have my own iron thorns.
Should have picked up the ones that were thrown at you at the Coliseum.
No, I did.
I
did.
You did.
That's where he got them from.
Oh, right. I mean, do you want to start spiking your way up then?
You know, sure, why not?
Okay, so after failing to even make any headway on this tree, you see Sergey just pull out his own iron thorns and give me another athletics.
Not one.
Please, no. I mean, and a nat 1, it would still be a 6. I don't know if that makes it.
Find out.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, no, you easily just spike your way up the tree, and you manage to make it next to Eugene.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not really that strong.
All right, here I come. I yell up the tree, and then I just like do a running start, and let's go.
Okay, give me your athletics.
I should just try to just straight jump it.
I was sort of half expecting it too.
Nah.
Okay, so yeah, it's a bit of a rough going, but you managed to climb your way up with no help needed and managed to make it up to the top pretty well.
Hi. And I just sit
Hi.
down next to Eugene.
Okay, and Raniel is going to use Mage Hand to pull down a branch so that he can climb onto the branch and let it go up.
Okay, any specific sort of branch?
Well, obviously the lowest one.
Yeah, Barry,
Wait,
look.
you're building like an elevator?
More or less.
Okay, so let me check Mage Hand just to be sure.
The wonders of having to referee spells.
Yeah.
It can only lift 10 pounds, but it can reach anything within 30 feet.
Okay. Question now is whether the force of 10 pounds would be considered. I'll say you could do that. You could just use your Mage Hand, grab a branch down, and just use that to basically just makeshift climb your way up without needing to make a check.
Okay, that's what
Wonder-
Raniel does.
When does he start using Mage Hand on himself to move himself if he's less than 10 pounds?
He's 14 pounds, unfortunately.
Well, that'd be hilarious if someone less than 10 pounds used Mage Hand to allow them to basically just fly everywhere.
Well, I
30
mean,
feet per
he's got a
turn.
strength score of 8. Maybe his low muscle mass makes him 10 pounds.
Probably not that anemic.
Yeah, he's not Raz or anything.
Okay, so yep, you all make it up onto the top of the tree as the twilight soon turns to night. And do you have any small talk you want to make?
I'm just kind of anticipating the fireworks.
Yeah, I think same. Aaron is actually quiet for once. Just waiting. But he's
Also
like
Sam.
Like, but he's like rocking his legs and stuff, and the entire branch wiggles a bit.
Whoa. Well, don't knock us down. This is another reason I came here.
To not fall down trees?
No, to see the fireworks.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, so few minutes pass, a little while, and then suddenly you see the first spark of firework go up, and a shining red firework explodes right over the lake. It's a very clear night, so you see both the firework, but you also see its reflection off the lake as well.
So, yeah, like Eugene looks a lot more less nervous and more like happy at the sight of these.
Mm-hmm. And soon after,
Raniel is not watching the fireworks themselves, he's actually watching the reflections in the lake.
Doesn't it look beautiful?
Whoa.
Back at home at Snowsea, sometimes the at night the light of the moon, it shines over the crystal forest and it looks unreal, like it's out of a fairy tale. I know this one spot I'd look on it every night, and I kind of wish I could just take these fireworks from here and put them over there.
It does sound really pretty.
Maybe we can ask and maybe we can get some.
I
I
would not trust
imagine-
fireworks in your hands, Aaron.
They are
Okay.
explosive.
Ah, yeah. I mean, okay. But yeah, they're really, really pretty. He's like actually a little bit lost for words. He's not really seen anything like that before. Didn't really know what a firework even was.
Hey, I just wanted to apologize for being so rude to you.
Do you mean me?
Yeah.
You haven't been rude to me.
Well, I think I have. If you didn't notice, I'm not so good when talking to people. I get all stuttery.
Oh, I mean, so do I. You like you can probably like I stutter a lot too, but that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on it. Hey, Renial, you don't think there's a spell that can fix that or anything, right?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, okay.
I will look into it, though.
Okay.
so yeah, the night continues on, and more fireworks stream out. They're all colors: purples, blues, reds. And they're just exploding, making the usual firework loud noise, and you hear oohs and ahs constantly from the crowd below you as well. So it seems to be well enjoyed.
I kind of wish I could like, I don't know, maybe like take one of these rockets and like, I don't know, fly to the moon or something.
I would advise against that, Aaron.
I don't think you'd get very far.
I mean, of course I don't have a rocket, but if I find a rocket, I will try.
Haven't you noticed they don't keep going up?
Yeah, they
Ah.
explode.
But I heard there are Pokemon that can actually like fly up very high, like even beyond the sky.
Do they have wings?
Probably.
That's why
Wings
I
do not explode, Aaron.
I mean, most don't, I guess. Yeah.
That's
I've
why
never heard of any exploding wings.
That's why I'd rather just stick to my imagination and Wonder what's up there.
Hmm.
There is an endless void up there.
That's
No.
quite the imagination.
There's like stars and everything. I mean, look at it. One day I want to explore it all.
You will be traveling a very long time.
Well, I have time.
I am not sure that you do.
You seem so confident in this.
I mean, how long can it take? They don't look too far away.
Several lifetimes.
Oh.
And that is
Well-
putting it lightly.
But I come to like a realization that I like almost jump up from the tree branch and almost knock everybody down. But imagine I get a family, you know? Okay, so I don't know. I find myself somebody, and then we are the first space traveling pagan family, you know, and like we are exploring the stars and
Well, it doesn't hurt to have goals, I guess.
You would still die before reaching anything.
well, I would, but my kids wouldn't.
You cannot guarantee that.
Why are you so negative?
I have my reasons.
Huh. Hmm. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
Sergey's
just going.
Sergey's
I'm
just
just-
in the side this whole time, just chuckling over this whole conversation.
I just keep watching the fireworks.
Well, even coming from me, I think it's okay to have goals, even if they're unrealistic.
Goals are pointless.
Now I have to they're not. They're not pointless.
They are. They are a recipe for disappointment.
You sound as though you have your own experience.
You might be able to say that.
I agree with Aaron. I don't think they're.
It's always a good reason to have a goal. It gives you something to work toward.
Have it your way. But when your dreams do not come to fruition, do not say I did not warn you.
Called having reasonable dreams. You set goals that make sense. Perhaps you maybe set your ambitions too high.
Perhaps.
Okay, so as you're having this chat and as the fireworks go on, from below you, you hear a voice calling out, "Hey, so this is where you all were."
Who is it?
I'm gonna look down.
As
Who is
you
it?
look down, you see that Duat from the... You see the Duat from the Coliseum, the one who gave you the offer.
Mm-hmm. Ah,
Remind me, was it? Did I speak to this dugong before?
You
the
have
one-
not. Only, not Aaron. Only Sergey and Reniel have seen him.
All right.
Who's this guy?
This is Raven.
Wait, Raven. I heard that name before.
Yeah, you are familiar, at least with the name, and you've probably occasionally seen him around the outpost at Misty Gales.
Well, wait. Isn't he like one of the guild leaders? And I get so like
oh no.
I, I get so riled up by that I like actually stand up on the tree branch, but then like immediately lose my footing and just
Okay.
Raniel's going to try to move a tree branch in the way to at least try to cushion his fall if he falls.
Okay, all right.
I
Aaron, give me a acrobatics check.
acrobatics. You see, the fun thing is he's really good at athletics, not so much at acrobatics.
Yeah, it's the other way around with me. There
Oh.
you go.
Oh,
Acrobatics is dex.
no. Well, you, despite losing your footing, you do manage to contain yourself and manage to keep on the tree branch rather well.
I try to like sit him back down. It's like you gotta relax.
This tree branch is very small.
Yeah,
Seem
I
like the
know.
relaxable type.
Reniel is going to start making his way down the tree.
Yeah.
Same way using the tree branch technique.
Yep.
Okay, are you like just doing it for yourself, or if others were falling behind you, would you give them the opportunity to climb down as well?
He'd give them the opportunity.
Yeah.
Sergey's going to follow.
Yeah, I follow.
Slide
Okay.
down the branch.
So you all follow down the mage hand and branch slide, and you eventually reach the foot of the tree with Raven. He waves to you and goes, "Hey, I got, sorry I'm late. I was gonna reach y'all a bit earlier, but then I heard word of some sort of something about children being in the bouncy house getting scared by a monster, and had to check that one out."
My
A monster?
apologies.
Aaron
say,
was
like-
actually. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I say a mod, and then he cuts me off to reveal he's.
Yeah, and when Reniel goes,
My apologies.
Sergey immediately shoots. Reniel with stare. Just
Aaron was going to say something, but now he just looks confused at Reniel.
Yeah, that's kind of my reaction too.
Oh, that was you?
Yes. Unfortunately, one of them looked into my eyes while I was looking for tokens at the bouncy house. That child got scared, and it just sort of, you know how children are.
Wait, what do you know looked into your eye? And then I looked directly in his eye.
yeah, and Reniel just kind of does the same thing. He looks right up into Aaron's eyes.
Okay,
I can't look away, please, Eugene.
Reniel looks back down at the
I
ground.
kind of like tilt his head the other way, back at
Thank-
Raven.
Thank you. Okay.
Well, I wish I knew that a bit earlier. It would have saved me several hours of searching. But whatever. So, I got good news for y'all. You four were all selected to join.
Sorry. Yeah, Aaron is let me do that again.
Okay.
Restart. I don't know where I wanted to go with that.
Aaron has stopped responding.
Yeah, Aaron. Yeah.
Aaron.exe is currently unavailable.
People, what? Huh? Eugene, do you hear that? And I'm like shaking at Eugene.
Yeah, I heard. Yay.
this is all wonderful news. Look, everyone's got them in.
So when do we start?
Well, if you guys are ready, you could head to Misty Gales right now, but I imagine y'all have to, y'all probably need to go tell your folks and stuff before it.
Oh, that's no problem. I live in Misty Gales.
Well, doesn't that work out perfectly? I shall be fine to leave whenever. I don't really have any folks I need to go tell anything about, as I've been traveling on my own. So
Similar story. My folks sent me here.
I am free to go to the guild whenever.
Oh.
why doesn't that surprise me?
Oh, well, doesn't
sorry.
that make things convenient? Alright then. Sure, if you all wanna... It'll take a bit of walking, but if you all want to travel with me to Misty Gales, we could get you started right away.
Let's go!
Thing I need to do first. Perhaps run the festival before we leave.
Well, I for one can't wait till we leave this noisy festival.
Also, isn't it over now?
I mean, there's still a bit of fireworks going on, but otherwise, like, all the activities itself are over.
Yeah, the fireworks are boring.
I thought you said...
I'm pretty sure he works on a priority list. Found something more interesting than fireworks, and now he's only interested in that.
So, I'm really kind of new to this whole thing. What are we going to be doing?
Alright, well, walk with me and I'll get you a bit of a lowdown on it. And he sort of waves at you as he heads south.
Alright, I follow his lead.
He notices Aaron isn't there because he's already ahead of him somehow.
Oh no.
Yeah, Raven just looks at that as like, oh, okay.
He's a very excitable one, isn't he?
We will
Yeah,
need to put a leash on him.
I heard a few words and stuff about a Bagon living in there that's like this. Didn't think the rumors were that true. Okay, so yeah.
Wait, did the guild knows about me? I almost lose my voice.
Less about you and more that you exist.
They know that I exist?
Senpai noticed me.
Oh my gosh. So, anyways, after Aaron just gives this wide-eyed stare, which Raven's just like, what did I do? So he walks you across the, he walks you south of town, and he sort of begins speaking to you. And what he says is, alright, so the Freelance Guild is sort of how it sounds. We don't really have a absolute major purpose, but rather a bunch of things that we all do here. Like, for example, we'll take requests from various Pokemon across, well, Misty Gales for you guys, but eventually, potentially, throughout Cloudwelch and even all of Lanwell if needed. So we'll take their requests, we'll assign them as jobs, and give those jobs to members to accomplish. We also will help track down and capture outlaws that are causing issues in various areas. He nods in your direction, Eugene, and he says, as someone from area, and I'm sure you've heard all about the bandits that occasionally terrorize around the countryside.
I kind of nod, but not really knowing.
Oh, right, you're from Snowsea. They don't usually get it as bad. Sorry about that. And you notice that he already knows about that, despite the fact that this is your first meeting.
Yeah. How did you know about me? I'm sure you didn't hear about me like you did about Aaron.
Oh, no, I did, the guild leaders, after the festival's over, but before the fireworks, we all came together to discuss potential, and I heard, well, not about you, but that you exist from Mitsuru, the leader of the Snowsea outpost.
Oh. And I guess it was just like with Aaron. He just know I exist and not about me.
Yeah, I know a bit about you, about your parents, stuff like that, but I don't really know too much about you, so don't worry, I didn't really pry into your personal lives or anything. Just some basic info that we heard about. That's another thing that the Freelance Guild does, is we occasionally do information gathering if needed.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, our libraries. Well, the Misty Gale's library isn't anything special. Our main library is huge and has a large collection of books. We're certainly not as well knowledgeable as any place in Caldwoods, though. But we've got a decent amount of knowledge.
So, do we do these things by ourselves, or do we have teams?
We normally encourage teams. In fact, because you all are joined here, we'll probably assign you to each other for a while. Once you get far enough along, you can start taking solo missions, though. We don't want to force you guys to be together for too much longer if you guys don't want to, but for now we'll probably have you be grouping up while you're still getting used to things.
I suppose that would be for the best.
Any other reactions before we move on?
I'm pretty sure. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not obvious. So I'm betting a few of us are probably taking a look towards Renil.
And Renyl's just staring at the ground as he's walking.
Aaron is just smiling and listening and nodding his head.
It's all going through one ear and out the other, but he's still nodding anyway.
Yeah, he's trying to process it while not exploding or imploding.
So yeah, you'll be occasionally asked to gather some information on something important or investigate crimes. One specific area of information gathering we often do is current or rumored mystery dungeons, how far they've spread, and what's in them. So we occasionally send members on missions like that as well. Are any of you familiar with mystery dungeons?
Yeah, I'm no stranger to them.
I always wanted to visit one. I always wanted to know what they are. I only heard about them.
I've been actually looking around for information. Didn't figure you guys actually went as far as visiting.
If you're gonna go into a mystery dungeon, Aaron, you have to stay with us. Can't run off alone in them.
Yeah, of course. And I'm saying that like I have no idea why he's bringing that up specifically to me.
Yeah. Never mind. Just don't do what you do out here inside those if we go in them.
Okay, sure.
You might run into something dangerous.
Actually,
that,
nice
like,
or wood.
Dangerous? Do you know what's in these dungeons? I thought nobody knows.
Renyl doesn't answer.
We don't know.
Well, I mean, that's why we are in the guild. We don't fear anything in the guild, right? And I'm looking over to Eugene.
Well, you need to fear to be brave sometimes. I don't know what to say.
No, you are absolutely right. If there's no fear, then there is no being brave. So we need to have fear to overcome our fear so we can be brave.
Yeah.
But now I'm confused. So should I be afraid of mystery dungeons, or I guess I will have to think about that.
I think you're overcomplicating all of it.
Just don't be afraid to be afraid.
Okay.
It's an interesting way of looking at it, I suppose. But mystery dungeons, they range from dangerously harmless to dangerously dangerous, I suppose.
Dangerously harmless?
Like,
That's one way to describe it.
like, there's always danger in a mystery dungeon, no doubt, but some of them are more benign and some of them are walking death traps. If you ask me, there's a bit of a thrill and excitement to the ones that are walking death traps, but I definitely don't recommend it to you guys while you're still new.
Yeah, I would kind of prefer to live.
Perhaps we get the chance eventually, though.
Reniel's being oddly silent here.
He doesn't have much to say. I suppose nah, he doesn't say anything.
No, I want to know.
So do we live there at the Freelance Guild as long as we work there?
Yeah, for now, you guys will be boarding up in Misty Gales along with the other trainees that are there, some of which you guys have already met and were the ones that recommended you to us. Once you get advanced far enough, you'll be able to basically board in any guild building that you happen to want to, or any outpost that you happen to want to, so long as you have business in those areas.
Well, that's convenient.
I always wanted to see the guild building from the inside.
What sort of training will we be doing?
Well, for now, you'll basically be doing basically the missions we normally assign. I don't want to spoil your first mission for you, mostly because old Thornton hasn't actually gotten the assignment ready yet, but we'll probably assign you to, if I had to guess, you'll probably get a harmless dungeon assignment first, then an investigation, and then finally an outlaw mission, if I had to guess, just to test the waters and see what you guys got. But
So that sounds very interesting.
yeah, but the exact details will be up to Thornton when he gets everything ready. He should probably already be much closer to Misty Gales than we are, and he should have his assignment ready either by the time you guys get there or the next day. Probably the next day, considering it's going to be... he looks up at the stars. Yeah, we're probably going to camp outside of Misty Gales tonight, and then it'll probably be mid-afternoon tomorrow? Maybe a bit later, depends on how things go. And yeah, he sort of just stalks himself as he's sort of parsing all this out.
Sounds like there's a lot of details that still need to be gone over.
Oh no, I don't want to camp. Camping's for extroverted people.
You sure about that?
No, that's not true. I can't think of many. Like, do you not like normally you camp like in the forest and stuff, and I can't really think of anything more secluded.
He's right. It's very alone. The whole idea of being out here with no one else. Time for yourself.
Well, I can name 5 other things that will make me not by myself.
He just individually looks over each of the other people here, including himself.
I mean, you don't really have to worry anyway because you won't be alone because we will be there. So.
I believe that is the problem.
Huh?
He wants to be alone.
Well, I didn't say that. I just said it's for extroverted people.
You mentioned 5 problems.
Look, I said the wrong thing, okay?
Are you not excited about this?
Let's go.
Okay.
Alright, so you travel around, I'd say making small talk, but it's probably not gonna be what happens. And eventually he takes you to outside of town. The walk's still for a bit longer into the night, but eventually you stop at this nice flat plain. Ground seems to be pretty soft, and he looks around and he says, I'm not gonna reach a forest anytime soon, but at least this place has a good view. Yeah, I think we'll stop here and camp for the night. And apparently Sergey dropped something.
Sorry. It's the only problem with having to make sure I have noise suppression off. So otherwise it affects the voice quality coming through the mic.
We're not going to be in any danger of being attacked by anything, right?
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll keep watch throughout the night.
Wait, are you sure you want to keep watch alone? Like, I thought like I heard like it's this cool thing where you like one person keeps watch and then the next one, and you know, I always wanted to take watch.
I mean, you guys are trainees. I can't ask you guys to take watch at this early, and we're fairly safe territory in Caldwelch, at least.
Okay.
Will it not be difficult for you to go an entire night without sleep?
I've had
He's
worse.
right, you know. I'm sure if needed I could take a watch.
If you guys really want to, I suppose.
I did not say I wanted to.
Well, two of you did.
I am just clarifying that I will not want to take a watch tonight.
Yeah, I'd rather just sleep through the night, too.
Well, there you are. He sort of waves you off and he begins setting down a picnic blanket on the ground, and he looks to you guys and says, "Do you guys have any sleeping equipment with you?"
No.
I don't know. Let me check my bag.
Yes.
And you see me pulling a pot lid out of my bag, and a recipe book, and a tuba.
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh no, you gave him the tuba.
I don't.
Two of you don't have one, huh? What about you, Reniel?
He just kind of loafs on the ground, and he's like,
This is how I sleep.
Does he close his eyes?
Probably yes.
Oh.
I can just sleep on the ground as well. That's no problem, I think.
Nah, we got some extra supplies. And he hands Eugene and Aaron a bed. He hands Eugene and Aaron a bedroll before he presents one for Raniel.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Alright. Pull up in your bedrolls and have a good night's sleep, y'all, and we'll make the rest of the way over to Misty Gales tomorrow.
Yep. So I like roll it out and slide into it.
Raniel's bedroll floats into the air, unrolls itself, and once it hits the ground, it opens itself up and he crawls into it.
Aaron somehow has the bedroll above his head now, and he's like trying to get out of it again.
Oh my
I might need some help here. I don't know how this works.
You're like the wacky inflatable tube bed.
Yeah.
Raniel's going to use Mage Hand to pull it off of his head,
Ah, thank you. I
and
think
then
I
he drops
got...
it on his head again.
ah! 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 And finally I pull it off. I think I went in the wrong way. Uh, I think I will just lie it on the floor and then try to get in.
Yeah, that's almost like how it's supposed to work.
You really are an expert at this.
And well, Sergey just hasn't really done anything special. He's just set up the bedroll and gotten in.
Yeah, eventually I also get in the bedroom. And I just immediately fall asleep.
Okay. So, you all get in your bedrolls and you all start falling asleep as you see Raven sort of sitting along by his lonesome and gazing out into the night sky. And are y'all falling asleep? Well, aside from Aaron, who already is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so. Roll.
Sort of that.
Interesting.
Oh no.
Okay. Alright. So, eventually, the morning light hits you all. After what you imagine to be a restful sleep. I don't know how well any of you sleep, but nothing interrupted you all, and you managed to get your full rest in.
Nice. I get my spells, or not spells, moves back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it is now dawn.
So realistic because it's dawn right now. Well, it's morning.
Good morning, everyone. Aaron is already up and awake.
So where I'm like yawning, like stretching, like Disney princess, and then I hear like Aaron and like cringing and.
Raniel is just staring wide-eyed at the sky. Like he's on his back, and he's got his feet up in the air in his sleeping bag, and he's just staring.
Raniel, are you dead?
No.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure you weren't moving for the last 10 minutes, and
Is everyone here? Is Raven still there?
Yeah, Raven is. Well, he's definitely shifted spots a few times since you've seen him, but he's definitely. After noticing Aaron's yelling, Aaron's calling more like he is facing you guys. And despite the night that happened, and despite the fact that he's been out, he oddly doesn't seem to be too tired at all.
Were you keeping watch? You don't seem tired at all.
I told you I was, so yeah, I was. And he lets out a yawn, but it's clear that it's sort of just acting. It goes, yeah, not too much happened. Noticed one thing that caught my attention, but you don't have to worry about it.
Well, I'd rather know.
yeah, what was it?
Just a Pokemon. Wasn't sure whether they were banded or just someone sulking in the night, but don't worry, nothing happened.
During this conversation, Sergey's going to at least pack up his bedroll, stretch a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna join Sergey because he seems like the most rational-minded person here.
The one that is like completely jovial though, like
yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey, Sergey, was it?
Yes.
Don't you find it a little suspicious he's being a little vague with the details and how he. I looked at him, and that yawn was clearly an act.
I mean, it could all just be part of the test.
Maybe, but I don't know how you fake not being tired after a whole night.
Perhaps he is simply well trained.
And
Well,
Renewal is like right there behind both of them.
Ah! This is the
You've got to
second
stop
time.
doing that.
But it is entertaining.
Well, if you're gonna do it, at least approach me from the front.
Very well. I will do so from now on.
Okay, well, yeah, it just seems a little suspicious, that's all. I might be just worrying.
Perhaps. To both.
So yeah, I'll
Sorry.
oh, what was that?
I was going to say he's just kind of still a little quiet this morning since, he's still in the middle waking himself up, so.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna like kind of once over back to Raven and just kind of start packing up my things, or give back his bedroll, I guess.
If you try Raven, no, you guys can keep those.
Oh, thank you.
So he sort of just watches over you guys as you're packing, and waits for you all to be ready to head out.
I'm gonna use my thing for this morning too.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well then.
All right. So, what's the next order of business? Are we still going to be walking to the guild?
Yep, that's the plan in any case. Unless you guys have business in the surrounding area.
I look over this, like, presumably barren field.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be like any towns nearby.
Yeah. I probably want to say something sarcastic, but I won't.
So
I'm thinking about it.
So yeah,
So yeah.
if you guys don't have anything that you need to do, then just follow me, and we'll get to town right quick.
Aaron is like scouting the area, but it's just an open field. So...
Yeah. If you want to give me a perception check?
Sure. Let's see. Maybe I find something. Probably not.
You'll find something. It was nothing.
Okay.
It's nothing the whole time. Oh.
You see quite a lot of field around here.
I don't think I've ever seen this much field.
You do not get out much, do you?
I kinda never left the city before. No.
It shows.
Hey! That's why I wanted to become an explorer, to finally get out of there. Self-improvement!
Fair enough.
And then I get ready to follow.
Okay. So, at about what pace do you guys want to do this? For in
Well,
case you're not aware, normal pace is just normal pace. Slow pace, I believe you get advantage on either perception checks or stealth. I think it's like stealth checks if you want to move slow. And fast pace, you get a -5 penalty on perception checks.
Well, I don't think we're anticipating any sort of danger, so we're probably going to be going at slowest regular pace.
I would
Yeah.
have said the same thing, yeah.
Yeah. I figured.
Unless for some reason Aaron decided to sprint ahead and now we're trying to catch him.
That's fair. I was about to say the same thing with Aaron. We might be going fast paced whether we want to or not.
We are maybe going slightly faster than normal pace, but not significantly because he doesn't want to run ahead.
Is it round down or round up?
Hmm.
Would you go slightly above normal pace?
I mean, if he's not running ahead of us, then I assume the group is still controlling that, so probably normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So you walk along, and it seems to be pretty nice day. Oh, okay. At least at first, it seems to be a pretty nice day. But give me a perception check.
Everyone?
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, have to go back up.
Right.
I think Aaron is just too excited.
Wisdom +6. +6.
Okay. So Eugene and Reniel, you both notice that coming from the east, some clouds seem to be forming, suggesting that there's the possibility rain is coming your way.
Uh-oh.
Careful,
Right.
Ice, you might get struck by lightning like last campaign.
Don't remind me. Especially now that I have a weakness.
I point that to Raven, and I say, is that going to be a problem? Pointing to the clouds.
So Raven glances over, and let me make a check with him. He's like, seems like the rain will probably hit right about the time we reach Misty Gales.
Okay, that won't be so... Well, we might get delayed somehow. Maybe we should try to go faster just so we're not stuck out in the rain.
Yeah, might be a good idea. I mean, I don't really mind rain myself, but you're a fire type, so...
Yeah. Very uncomfortable.
Can imagine.
I mean, I can go. We can go faster.
Yeah, let's pick up the pace a little.
It's like we decided to go fast anyway.
Yeah.
That's what happens when I roll rain. Okay, so you go a bit faster, pick up the pace a little, and as the clouds start filling the sky, you eventually see a line of trees. Aaron, you recognize this line of trees as the forest, and you also vaguely see a few of the stone houses as well on the horizon.
Oh, we are almost there.
The weather... Did we kind of beat the weather, or is it...
It's clouding up, but if you look, you can see that the rain has still not reached you quite yet. You could definitely see that, like, you could see sort of the line where it's starting to pour, but that hasn't reached you yet, but the clouds are covering the sky.
Okay. You're familiar with this place, Aaron?
Like I said, I live here.
Oh, wow.
I can show you my house if you want. I can, yeah. Okay, I guess my our restaurant rather.
Well, I guess I am hungry.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dad makes the best. What did he call it again? I think it's some kind of soup. But anyway, it tastes great.
I can imagine. What's kind of Raven's opinion on all this?
I was just about to give you that, yeah. So Raven Raven hears this. He's looking to the sky and he's like, I suppose we could make a bit of a stop. Though, that might mean we'll have to go from the shop to the guild in the rain.
Oh. Well, I did tell him I would go. And that's what friends do, right?
You seem
Um,
hesitant.
He's trying. That's what matters.
It's just the rain. I don't like the rain.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have some guest beds. I'm actually not oh no, I mean, our couch is pretty big, but so if it rains too much, I guess we can just stay there.
I can survive. It's just I don't like the rain.
It's not that bad once you get used to it.
Well, a burning building isn't so bad when you get used to it.
Okay, see, that's not even remotely comparable.
Yeah, I'd have to say a bit of rain is a lot less destructive than a burning building. I've had to
So
put
we can
out quite a few fires in my time, and those are not fun.
Also, we can probably cover you. I don't know if you have anything. We could, like, I have a potlet, and we have, I think we have some bigger potlets, and you can just like put it over your head.
saying it.
No one say it. No one. Okay, we're avoiding that joke.
I so want to.
Oh, God, sorry.
Well, what's the time frame? I assumed it's like noon right now, or did we make it a little earlier?
Since you managed to run, it's currently sort of more 11-ish.
All right. Well, I don't think we really ate breakfast, so I don't think stopping there would be a bad idea.
Oh yeah, the breakfast is good.
Well, if it's okay, Raven, lead the way, Aaron.
Yeah, man, I'm fine with
All
it.
right, everybody, follow me.
And then Aaron's probably going to just zoom.
Yeah.
Aaron zooms, and Raven's just looking at this like, oh, I was not expecting him to go that fast.
Yeah, we have to like put on a brisk jog to keep up with them.
Yeah.
I
don't even
imagine
know if
Rinjal's
we're
probably
dogs.
not actually able to keep up.
Yeah,
But
he is kind of the smallest in the group.
Aaron will slow down again when he notices that he's a little bit too far ahead.
Raven's right now just like, yeah, recommend if you're traveling, you travel together.
I think we already know who's going to stop listening to that one.
I tried to tell him.
I suppose he will have to learn the hard way.
Everyone learns somehow.
Okay, so anyways, after managing to somehow get the group to move at not an exponentially quick, fast rate, you eventually fully enter Misty Gales. By this point in time, the mist that's known for has more or less blown off to the forest, but what you guys see is, you see on the west side of town, so to your left, you see mostly stone-covered houses. Well, you see mostly either stone-covered houses or brick houses. The brick houses seem to be on the southern side, whereas the stone are on the northern side. On the west side of town, so to your right, you see tree houses with interconnected bridges, sort of like Fortree, only a bit more chaotic. And
Way
you
more
see
chaotic.
Yes. Well, larger, more like an actual city instead of just a bunch of random tree houses.
Oh.
Yeah, and in the center you see a large 3-story building that on top of a bit of a hill. That's the guild. And in the center you see a few more stone buildings, but also a few markets as well. And Aaron, as you remember it, it's in the center side of the town that has the shack.
Oh, I'm muted. Okay, guys, this way.
So
Lead
it's
them
close.
further into the center.
So it's close to the guild then, since the guild is in the center?
Yeah, I mean the guild's on the north side, whereas it's more center, but yeah, it is fairly close to the guild.
Okay, yeah, this
Yeah.
isn't such a bad idea.
Yeah, I imagine it being like some sort of like oh, what's the word? Some sort of little like alleyway that's
Yeah,
kind of like really run down.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he takes you to this sort of rundown sort of place in the alleyway. It's still up, but it's definitely not
Do we see an eviction notice hanging on it or something?
The A is missing from the sign. Like it's a wooden sign, but the A is just missing.
So yeah, it's definitely a place that's fallen on hard times, and as you enter, there aren't too many Pokemon inside. Though you do see inside there is a Yanmega and a Swablu that are both eating at one table.
Oh no. So I see that, right?
Yeah.
So I walk in.
I actually don't walk in. I stay in the door frame.
So is there anything you would recommend we order? Like noticing he's like not there. I walk back. What are you doing?
So where exactly are they seated? Can we easily avoid them, or are they in like the center of the restaurant?
They're seated on the left side. If you want to try, you can maybe like duck under tables and past chairs and stuff like that.
Yeah. So the best tables are the ones on the right, so as far right as possible. And I will be there right in a second. Just get a table, and then I will just get my I will get it, and then I just run back into the alleyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a look around the establishment, like the general quality of the store. Is it just about as run down inside as it looks outside, or
its quality isn't very it's not dangerous. You could certainly there's no, well, I say bugs, but there's a bug and a Swabbler right there. But there wouldn't be any there's no obvious health hazards or anything like that. It's just clearly a very poor restaurant. They don't really have enough money to pay for too many massive repairs or anything, so it's stable but not very well looking. And Raven sort of looks around and he's like, huh, I see why we've never eaten here before.
perhaps the food has a good charm?
Yeah. I suppose a lot of places are like that. They'll compensate for lack of aesthetics with food.
So he told us to sit on the far right and wait?
I mean, I thought we'd order food first, but I don't know, maybe.
Okay, well, yeah, let's, maybe I don't know why he's acting so muddled like that. I mean, that's usually my job. So, could we, I don't know, ring a little bell, get the...
There is a countertop on the other side where you see Grumpig sitting there, sort of bored looking, but beyond that, there's no bells or at the tables or anything.
All right. Um. Hello.
Are you calling from the other side of the shack, or are you approaching?
Oh, I am approaching him. Yes.
Okay. So you approach him and goes, "Oh, customers." He perks himself up and he goes, "Welcome. What would you like to order?"
Well, do you have any recommendations for breakfast?
Well, for breakfast, we've got a few nice berry dishes. We have some curry.
Curry for
Yes,
breakfast.
at the mention of this word, Granule's face kind of scrunches up a bit, which is pretty much the first expression any of you have ever seen coming out of him.
And otherwise, we have a few breakfast rolls as well, if you'd like.
I'll have whatever the chef recommends.
Breakfast rolls sound nice. I think I'll have one of those.
I too will have a roll.
Raymond goes, I'll have the curry.
Oh, and there's we have someone who works here with us too.
Or at least he was here.
Oh yeah, where did he go?
The grunt pig looks around. He's like, I don't see anyone. But if you're
It's,
ordering for him, okay.
It's Aaron.
At that name, the grunt pig's eyes widen a little. It's like, Aaron. Aaron
Yes,
is
Aaron.
with you?
Uh-huh. We're I guess we're part of the guild.
So the boy actually joined the guild, huh?
Uh-huh.
Is there some sort of problem?
No, nothing. Aaron's my
He
son.
took-
Oh,
Oh, this is another part where I want to say I don't see the family resemblance, but
I mean that's just Pokemon, but
yeah. But I don't know where he went off to.
Maybe he just wanted to. Maybe he was too excited and went to add you guys to the guild, I suppose.
Well, he actually invited us here.
and then suddenly got cold feet.
I don't see why. The boy always wanted to join the guild, and I'm honestly impressed he made it. So there's no bad blood between us.
So, in the meantime, Aaron returned, and he's like peeking in the door and seeing that they are not at the table yet, but instead speaking with Nerid. And I look inside with this. What exactly was my plan? Look. And just like I enter the door, but I like don't take the direct way to the counter. I instead like go like I follow the right wall. I'm basically trying to avoid that Jan Vega sees me.
Okay.
Like I'm trying everything to. Maybe I'm crawling. No, actually, I'm like crawling on the floor towards the counter.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
All right.
This
Yes.
place doesn't have a back door.
Oh, it probably does.
Aaron didn't pick up using the back door.
Go on with your stealth check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure his stealth check was locked in before I mentioned a back door.
Okay, so as Aaron was mentioned, you hear a bunch of like banging of tables, maybe some falling glass, and you all clearly see Aaron trying to sort of sidle around the right side and This has obviously also got to the attention of both the Swablu and the Yanmega as well, though they haven't said anything. And Nerat is looking over and saying, Aaron, what are you doing?
Hi, Dad. I joined the guild. And I stumbled. And he has this I wish I was were anything anywhere else look on his face.
Nerat's just giving you this disbelieving look, and the Yanmega and Swablu are both. They're not saying anything, but they're both snickering at each other right now. They seem to be enjoying the awkwardness as of right now.
Uh-huh. I'm just going over the counter without saying anything.
What's with you? You seem so excited to come here. Now you're not.
I don't answer.
Well, your friends are ordering something, so would you like something as well?
Yeah, of course. I take. What would Aaron eat?
Excitement.
Excitement.
Coffee.
I take. Give me a second. Do you have bacon?
Oh no.
I mean,
You know, that seems like a really bad question to ask a Grung Pig.
I know.
Nerat is just giving you this really. Like, I don't really know how to describe the look he's giving you right now. I guess this parental look of disappointment, I suppose.
I'm just joking. I'm sorry. I will take. Just give me whatever.
Here's where I'd be asking.
You are his father. What does he usually eat?
I eat everything.
Basically, I suppose I'll give you breakfast rolls right now.
Sounds good.
So I'm about to ask if we get a discount for Aaron being with us, but I see like the condition of the place, and maybe we should play full price.
Also after that interaction.
Somehow this ended up with 200% awkwardness.
So yeah, he takes your order and he heads in back to cook it.
Aaron starts setting up the tables again, stuff.
At this point in time, the Yanmega and Swablu, they're both definitely snickering to each other, but you notice it's actually odd. Aaron, you'd imagine they'd be perfectly happy to do something right now after Nerat is gone, but give me a perception check.
My rules today.
I think we found who parsed their likes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no, you don't quite know why, but aside from the snickering, they both seem to just leave after finishing their meals.
I ease up a bit again and like finish putting up the like table, and then yeah, and I'm like cleaning up the mess I made, like the broken glass and stuff. Okay. And I turn to the others and I say, sorry about that. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Welcome to the shack.
You mean the shik?
The what?
The shik. You said the
The
A's
sign
missing.
is missing the A.
Oh, right. Yeah. We don't talk about where that went.
We just paint a new one on.
Yeah, we could, but I don't think we have any paint that's not like completely dried up.
Oh. Well, I don't mean to offend you, but what's going on here?
I just didn't want this young mega to see me. I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry. I should have said something. We should have just gone to the guild.
Do you like me to talk to him?
What what would you say to him?
Not a whole lot. It does not take a whole lot to scare someone off.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
we shouldn't make
Actually,
we shouldn't make a confrontation. So he's gone. So
yeah, that's true.
Suit yourself.
He's just mean, and I don't know. I kind of panicked, and it didn't really work out. I actually, man, I wanted to come home. I wanted to like tell Dad that I made it, and I wanted him to be proud of me. And now I just destroyed half of the restaurant, and I don't know. And I.
Not to mention you asked for bacon.
Yeah, but that was a joke between us. I don't know. He usually finds that funny.
I don't think
I
he
think.
really broke anything, and he just knocked over a few tables and chairs.
Don't forget some of the glass.
Oh, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think we might actually. I think we did not have any spare glasses left, so I guess we have a table less now. Well, it's not like we have many customers anyway, so I don't.
Yeah. Raven sort of sighs, like, it's fine. I'll pay a bit extra for my meal to help settle things.
Well, I have some extra after the tournament. I wouldn't mind pitching in.
Yeah, and it's where I'm from, it's very rude not to tip.
Well, thank you. You really don't like. I have to, but I will help narrate with the breakfast world, and then I just head into the kitchen.
Okay. So yeah, you go into the kitchen and you see Nira starting to prepare. Oh, and he knows you. Was like, oh, Aaron.
Hi, I'm sorry about the tables.
He says it's fine.
And like I start helping to make some of the rules, and while I'm doing that, I'm saying, so like I said, I actually joined the guild, and I found new friends.
Well, congratulations on that at the very least.
Yeah, we will actually I will probably move there, but like it's just around the block.
Well, you're bound to leave the nest eventually.
Yeah. I hope that maybe we can make like this the official restaurant of the Free Guild or something. I will definitely promote it, and we do have like he was a Duward.
Yeah,
The
he's-
Duward that's with us. He's actually like one of the higher ups in the guild. So, like, if this food is really good, then maybe he will tell the others, and then maybe we will get some more customers, and then maybe we can finally like can maybe finally get some new glasses, and maybe like actually pay the bills and
He
yeah.
doesn't seem optimistic, but he's trying not to sound pessimistic around you either. It's like, well, we can only hope.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're helping cook, then I suppose since this really matters, give me either nature or survival using your cookbook.
So with
Yeah. With
Yeah.
proficiency.
proficiency.
Uh-oh.
You get advantage because he's technically getting help.
That is true.
No.
Well, I mean, technically he's helping, but I'll allow it.
Okay. Oh, it's not too bad.
You gonna fish for the crit?
Oh, I get advantage, right?
Better.
Lightly better.
Okay, so yeah, you help Niren out, and you feel like you're doing, perhaps because you want to make up for the scene you caused, you feel like you did pretty good. And you managed to make something that certainly smelled good, at least.
While Nerid is making the curry, I ask him, "Oh, somebody ordered the curry. That's actually rare. Oh wait, let me guess who did it. It was probably Renier, right?
No,
He seems to be. No?
no, it was that do up there.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. No, it's like I always like. No, actually, it's like you always say. You can really tell a lot about people by just what they order to eat.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, soon the food is prepared, and he tells you to sort of help get it all spread out and set up.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, by now you also can sort of hear the pouring rain. Luckily, there doesn't seem to be any leaks in this shack, so the rain remains outside. And yeah, all the food is prepared and ready for you all.
It would have been so funny if there's like one single leak in the roof and it's exactly where Eugene is sitting.
Good grief.
Okay.
No, I may not like the rain, but the sound of it's pretty relaxing.
Oh yeah.
I paint my miniatures to rain sometimes.
I too enjoy the sound of rain.
Well, if you enjoy the sound of rain, you know what else is good. The sound of the sea.
Never heard it.
Maybe we will go on a pirate adventure one day.
Yes. Yes, Aaron. Yes, I will.
Did I cut out?
Yeah,
No.
you did a bit.
Ah, okay. Maybe we will go on a pirate adventure one day.
I said, yes, Aaron. Yes. Yes, sure we will.
And we're sitting at the table with all the food, right?
Yeah.
Is there a salt shaker?
Oh no.
There's not one at this table.
Is the closest salt shaker within 30 feet?
I suppose so. It's not a large place, so probably.
Alright, it floats over, and Reniel just starts dumping salt on his breakfast roll.
You know, it's a lot of sodium. It's not really good for you.
I mean, you could have just ordered salt.
It is fine. I know what I am doing.
So how much salt is he putting on there? Is there like a pile of it on there, or is it just?
There's a pile of salt on this breakfast roll.
Ravens look at that like, are you sure about that?
Yes.
I mean,
And then the salt shaker sets itself down, and the breakfast roll floats up to his mouth, and he starts eating it.
Salt
Do-
is a
do you
flavor
want to-
enhancer.
Do you want more roll with your salt? Huh.
no, this is the way I like it.
Probably
Ah.
haven't. You probably. This guy over here probably hasn't seen as much salt at the sea as you put on that roll.
It is possible. After all, the salt is diluted in the water. Dissolved, rather.
So Aaron has already eaten his roll, and now after this discussion, he wants to grab the roll from his table, and then he says, from his plate, and then he says, "Guys, who of you? Where's my roll?"
What?
I ordered the breakfast roll, and I put it here.
You ate it.
No.
What did I get, by the way? I asked for like whatever the chef's recommendation was.
Oh, you also got some curry.
Oh, I got curry. Okay. I probably take it like a champ. It just doesn't even bother me.
Yeah. Yeah, and Raven seems to eat his curry just fine too.
Aaron's dad isn't present, right?
He's back at the counter, but he's not at your table.
Okay. Raniel's going to lower the sound of his quote-unquote voice and say,
How can you eat that, Bill?
What, the curry?
Yes, if that is what you wish to call garbage.
Come on now, don't be rude. It's good.
Why do you think I am lowering my voice? I do not wish to offend the chef, but I cannot lie. That is garbage.
It's the house specialty.
It's spicy. It's good.
And how can you even think about eating it without salt?
See, I don't know if.
Raven's just sort of. Raven just says, probably like this, and he takes another bite at it. Yeah, that's pretty much how I eat it.
I shrug and do the same thing.
You are insane.
And you're the one who had more salt than bread.
You say that as if it is unusual.
and he takes
It's
another
not?
bite. He takes another bite out of his salt bread.
Ugh.
I don't know if anybody has ever told you, but you are a little bit
Blunt.
yeah, no, yeah, but special.
I am aware. The
Okay.
reactions I get out of some Pokemon are very entertaining.
Oh, so you're like a comedian. I get it now. Okay,
I-
yeah,
Don't think that's what he's.
Hmm.
Yes, I am a comedian, Aaron.
Actually, I think I heard about you before.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that so?
Yeah. I mean, you are pretty funny, I have to say. I think you made it. You have a new fan.
Don't encourage him.
Yeah, encourage him all you want. It's nice to have fans.
It would certainly be a first for me.
You're not the one who got jumped twice because he won't announce himself.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh. Where I kind of like double take on like swallowing my curry when he says that.
Sass. I like it. Though he isn't just emotionless.
Oof.
I never said that I was feeling any emotion.
He just raises his eyebrow again. Very curious about that, but not going to say anything.
While this is going on, Aaron is still searching the table for his breakfast roll.
Aaron,
pretty
you
sure
ate
you
your
already ate
breakfast roll.
Yeah, but okay.
Would you like some of mine?
And he offers this salt blaster roll to Aaron.
Dribbling off on the plate.
No, thank you. I think. Oh, actually, I already ate mine. I remember now. It's okay.
That is what I thought.
And he resumes eating his bread. It of course takes him a while because he is small.
Also because he's like double the size of the meal just out of salt alone.
It's gonna be a very interesting group. And that was Raven saying that. All right, so you finish off your meal, and Nurat comes around and tells you that the entire meal is about 2 gold.
Only?
Okay. I give him 4 in all.
Or that's like, wait, the whole meal itself was 2 or 2 per person?
The whole meal itself was 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give him 2 as like a tip.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to also just pay 2 outright.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see Raven give him... Yeah, you see Raven give him 2 gold pieces as well. You're muted, by the way, Pear, if you were saying something.
Oh, I was just saying I'm really giving him anything, but I never give him anything for food since I kind of live here.
Rainiel?
What?
Are you?
Everyone else has already paid it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. I'm gonna use that one next time someone orders a pizza.
Wow.
Aren't you gonna pay him for the salt shaker? The empty salt shaker, at least?
There is still some salt in it.
And there's like a few grains of salt still in the salt shaker.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it full before?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess we're the salt crew.
I
We're
suppose
not
some
using it as a
compensation.
name.
I suppose some compensation is in order.
And he places a gold on the table.
We tip shaved you.
Nurat just sort of... He sort of like looks at you, rolls his eyes, and he accepts the gold. Any case, unless y'all have something left to say, you're free to leave and head out. It is still
Yep.
raining, by the way.
Yeah, I'll use his kitchen apparatus as a
We have a trusty
Cover.
fire. We have a trusty frying pan I always use if it rains.
well, I guess we'll use the frying pan.
Okay, so yeah, you grab that frying pan and hold it over your head to protect yourself from the rain as you all...
Keeping myself, you could say I'm keeping myself dry, right?
We're just dancing around this.
Therefore,
I'm saying it, I don't care.
No, you can't!
Drying pan!
No!
You have said the cursed thing.
I don't care, it's funny.
Okay, so after using Aaron's trusty frying pan as a drying pan, you make your way out and you begin ascending the steps towards the guild.
We did
By
it,
the
ladies
way-
and gentlemen. It's over. We're
Yeah.
done. We're going home.
Yeah.
By the way, Reniel is just walking in the rain as if it's not raining.
The rain is just not hitting him.
The rain is
No,
so...
he's soaking wet.
I like the interpretation that the rain is also so afraid of him that it's specifically employing him. Okay. Do you guys want to go for a bit longer, or do you think this is a good way to end it off?
I wouldn't mind going longer, but
I could
I
go all
wouldn't
day. Except
Yeah,
for
I
I can't because it's my dad's birthday and I've got to go out to eat sometime today, so.
But I'm fine to keep going.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
same.
go on a bit longer then.
another
Okay.
like half an hour, 45 minutes, I think I'd be okay.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too much longer just to get you introduced to the guild. So you walk up the steps, and what you see is you see a bit of a door that Raven opens up, and inside you see a small, cozy sort of reception area. There's a built-in board there with some jobs written on it, and there is a reception desk, which sitting behind the reception desk you see a knit arena, and next to the reception desk you also see two doors to the left and to the right. As Raven sort of walks in, the Nidorita looks up and he goes, "Oh, hey boss, welcome back." And Raven does a sort of one-handed wave and he says, "Hey Rehan, anything interesting happen?" And Rehan says, "Not really, just a few jobs. Most of the guild's already out, but on them, but we got a few people left." And she notices you guys and she goes, "Oh, and are these the new guys?" Raven nods and says, "Yeah." And he sort of waits for you guys to walk in and introduce yourselves.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Aaron just had his mouth open the entire time and like took this entire place in, and he waved, and now he's still waving and he's saying, "Hi, I'm Aaron, and I can't wait for the first mission."
Okay, Raniel's gonna shake all the water off of himself and then he's gonna walk in.
He's probably got
Uh,
that fluffer. He's probably got that
Yeah.
fluffer look.
Uh-huh.
Be like
And
matted.
as expected, he says you said it was a neat arena, right?
Yeah, neat arena.
Right, she hears in her head, "I am Reniel."
Okay, so when you do that, the neat arena's eyes widen and she looks around like trying to find the voice.
Sergey, looking and seeing the reaction, points at Reniel.
And Reniel just continues staring at the ground.
She looks to him and she gives sort of that one-eyed sort of look, but sort of just nods it off. Hi, Reniel.
And I'm Eugene.
And but last but not least, I'm just Sergey.
All right. She sort of shakes her head a little to get over Renyon. She says, "All right, my name's Rihan. I'm sort of just I'm sort of the receptionist of the guild, and yeah, if you have any missions, just tell me when you're leaving, and be sure to let me know when you come back. And yeah, that's basically my role here.
Riha or Rena?
I think it's like, oh gosh, I got the name.
Just type it out in chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rion?
Yeah, that doesn't really
Yeah.
help.
Yeah, it's
Ari-
like Rion or something like that.
Rion.
Rion, yeah.
So yeah, I hope you guys do good work out there.
We will
Um,
certainly do our best.
Yeah, so how do we get started, and like where do we do we have like rooms, or? And I just look around the room, not even directly looking.
No,
at
this
them.
is a reception area. There are no rooms.
It's just
Here.
2 doors.
Yeah. Rian says to Raven, "Well, they're in your hands right now." And Raven nods and he goes, "All right, follow me, you guys." And he proceeds through the doors.
Just letting him lead us.
Yeah. He proceeds. I'll just say for flavor, he proceeds to the right through the right door.
Okay.
Y'all following behind?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you fall behind him, and beyond the 2 doors, you see sort of a meeting room. There's a large table with several chairs around, and in the back you also see a blackboard. There's no current writing on it. And Raven says to you, "All right, so here's our meeting room. If we have any major guild meetings, we'll usually use this room. Otherwise, we just do morning roll call here. So this is where you'll want to go during the mornings." And you see near the doors to the right and left side, there's a staircase going up, and sort of behind the blackboard, there's a staircase going down. He points to the staircase going down. He says, "Down there we have basically a sort of dojo training room that he nods towards you, Sergey." And he says, "Edgar, the Jake Mole from the Coliseum, typically he spends a lot of his time when he's not out on missions down there practicing or training. And if you want to spar, if you want to do some training, feel free to head down there. Heck, if you want to spar with me, if I'm around, I'm always open to spar as well if you want to do some training."
I'll keep that in mind.
But anyways, the staircases up here, he points to the left or right, they lead to our crew rooms. And he begins taking the right staircase up.
Follow him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go upstairs, and yeah, you see a basic hallway. The floors are wooden, and it seems cozy enough, well put together enough. There's a small red carpet in the middle, and you see several doors surrounding you. And he goes, "So these are basically, along the walls here are all the dorm rooms. We've got, for you guys, we've got 2 rooms available, so you'll be bunking in groups of 2. I'll let you guys decide what your room assignments are, and I'll give you guys the key to your room." He points to the far left, and he says, "Over there's a storage room. If you have we'll get you your own sort of cubby there, and if any of you guys have any items you don't want to keep, they should be safe there for now. Though, if you're going for a long time, be aware that you won't have those items for a long time, too. He points to the right and he says, and over there we've got a bit of a library. It isn't anything too big, but it's decent enough. Typically, that's where Kaylin the Flaffy, he nods to you, Eugene, the Flaffy you met. Typically, that's where she spends a lot of her free time at. But otherwise, yeah, this is just basically our cozy little bunker. Sorry, not bunker. This is where we have all of our rooms. And the staircase continues up a little, so he continues up.
Alright. It goes up even further, the stairs?
Yeah, the stairs go up even further.
Okay.
This was a pretty tall building, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 3 stories.
How many floors are there?
Follow along and you'll learn, he says sort of cheekily as he continues up.
Wow.
Anyways, following him up, you reach the top where you see 3 rooms. The top is a bit smaller, like the room dimensions are definitely a lot smaller than the hallway you've in, and there are 3 rooms, each of which are actually labeled. The room straight ahead to the north has meeting room on it. The room to the left has Raven's room on the door, and the door to the right has Thornton's room. And he says, and this is where me and the old man sleep and do our business. Thornton should probably be in the meeting room right now, and those are our rooms. So if you ever need us for anything, just feel free to come on up. I personally have an open room policy myself, so if you ever want to chat, I'm always free. So long as I'm here, in any case. And Thornton will occasionally be here to see you guys, or occasionally be off doing his own thing, so I'd recommend knocking on his room first if you need to see him.
Right?
Alright.
But let's check to see if the old man's in his office, and we'll get you all situated. So Raven walks up to the room, he knocks on the door, and you hear, "Come in," from the other side. And Raven opens it up and sort of brings you all in. So you walk into the room and you see this sort of office-y area, bunch of cabinets with files, a desk there, and you see a Sawsbuck sort of writing on some paper on the desk. He looks up to you.
Could I quickly ask Raven, do you sleep down in the crew rooms?
Raven's room was to the left.
I mean, is he with us?
Oh. Wait, sorry, repeat that?
Is Raven with us right now?
Yeah, he followed you
Yeah.
guys in.
I say, do you guys sleep in the crew rooms?
If we're here, we sleep in our rooms to the left and right over there. Just, our rooms have signs on them.
Ah, okay. Is there a bed in here?
In this room, no, there is not a bed. It's
Okay.
mostly just an office filled with, like, paperwork, desks, stuff like that. There's a potted plant there. It actually smells pretty good. And
this is the meeting room.
yeah, this is the office meeting room.
Okay.
Oh, you said it was Thornton's room.
Oh,
Oops.
sorry. No, I meant this is the office.
Okay.
I thought I heard it was a meeting room.
Yeah, I thought...
You need a battle maps.
Well, this is exploring. You don't really need battle
Yeah.
maps for exploring.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, so he shows you into this office, and you see the Sawsbuck here. He's in his summer form right now, so it's summer. And he looks over and says, "Hello, everyone, and welcome."
Thank
Hello.
you.
Hello. we are the new uh, the new recruits.
While we're like saying hello, I'm gonna like once over the room, and does anything look out of place or suspicious?
Give me a perception check.
All right.
Hmm.
21.
Okay. So you give this room once over, and not really. Nothing seems to be too out of place. Like, you got. I mean, the cabinets are the cabinets are locked, so there's definitely the suggestion that maybe there's stuff in there that's not for your eyes, but beyond that,
No like hidden doors or like
no.
like behind paintings or anything.
No, there's no hidden doors, nothing that strikes you as, oh, something here is sus or anything like that. Looks just like your typical office.
All right.
Anyways, he goes, well, I welcome you all to this guild. First things first, he presents you some paper and some ink, and he says, first things first, allow me, if you don't mind, to get your paw prints for documentation.
I hesitantly walk up and apply the ink or whatever to my paw.
I run up to the to it and almost trip, and also put down my paw print.
Briniel also gives him the paw print.
And so will Sergey.
Okay. And after doing that, he gives you some water he gives you each a bowl to sort of clean off, just so that you're not tracking. Or at least, well,
Everywhere.
especially the quadrupeds, just so you're not tracking, and just so Aaron also doesn't track, because he'll find a way.
Yeah. Blacken the water.
Okay. And he says, alright, thank you. We'll have badges ready for you all by the morning. Now then.
We get actual badges!
Yes, Aaron, we get badges.
Trainee badges, yep, but you'll have badges which will have your paw prints on them to officially identify each of you, should need be, or should you need to sort of assert your authority in a situation.
Or if you need to identify our bodies.
Don't mind him, just...
Thornton sort of
whatever he
gives you
said.
a very strange look, and he constantly says, well,
He-
yes, technically that's also a reason, but we would hope it doesn't happen or come to that.
I go up to him, get very close, and whisper in his ear, he's a comedian. It's just it's part of the show.
Thornton doesn't seem to be too believing about that, but he sort of nods and he goes, okay. Anyways, now then, I'm sure, Raven, you told them about the room assignments. The Raven goes, yep. Yep, already told them. So Thornton looks to you and says, alright, so you'll each get a room. Well, no, sorry. Alright, 2 of you will each get 1 room for 2 rooms per, and for a while we'll have the 4 of you all work together while we're still assessing your abilities. So, which room assignments would you like?
I don't mind going with either of them. Maybe you can just assign us randomly.
Okay.
I'm wondering who's going to get assigned with Freniel.
Yeah, I was waiting for the noddits for that, actually.
Who's gonna draw the short straw?
Alright, well, if we're going random, then let's let the dice decide.
Oh no.
Alright, I'll roll a 2d4. Obviously, snake eyes don't matter, and we'll say 1 is Sergey, 2 is Aaron, 3 is Raniel, and 4 is Eugene. So we'll see who is rooming. Okay, 3 and 2. So Aaron and Raniel are bunking, and Sergey and Eugene are bunking.
Oh boy.
All right, I think we will have lots of fun.
Yeah, don't stay up too late listening to jokes.
So you are each given, you're each given a room key, and Thornton tells you, try not to lose that. I'll give each of you one for your respective rooms, but it's best we don't need to get too many replacements. And it's definitely best for security that you don't lose it as well.
Does the local cliff key come along and replace it if we do?
We'll be able to get you new keys, but it's still not exactly good to have our keys out there, as you can imagine.
Breach of security and all.
Exactly. Anyways, Raven, if you'll show them their rooms, they can get their stuff ready and get situated. We won't have anything for you to do for the remainder of the day, so you may feel free to relax after your travels, and tomorrow we will give you your first assignment.
Oh.
I can't wait. I think I will check the jobs today and see, like, maybe what. Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Do you know what it's going to entail?
Are you asking me or?
I'm gonna ask Thornton. Like, are you allowed to tell us what our job entails?
I suppose if you do wish to know, I suppose it won't hurt. He constantly says, your first job will be to explore a local mystery dungeon.
Oh, Mr. Dungeon.
Remember what I said, Aaron. It's not like outside. You can't just run in there and get lost.
I know. You
Raven.
worry too much.
Raven says, mystery dungeon first, huh? Well, it is what it is. Let me guess, Gale's Forest? Which Thornton nods and says, It's not a dangerous area, at least no more dangerous than any other. So you shouldn't have too much difficulty, though, just in case, if you think you need it, I suppose we can assign one of the trainees to keep an eye on you should you need it. Though be aware that, as this is a mission, as we do survey even dungeons we know about, we do survey to see if there are any changes. As it's an official mission, if you decide you need help, that will be a bit less to your pay.
I believe we will be fine.
Yeah, we will. We got this.
I don't know. It would be helpful if we had someone with us.
The four of us, I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
Outvoted. But yes, that will be your first assignment. In any case, Raven, if you could take them down and show them to their rooms. Raven nods and he says, alright, y'all, follow me. And he begins walking back towards the staircase and back down.
All right.
Okay, so he takes you down, and your rooms are on the right, or to put it in better directions, the east side. Your rooms are near the library, actually, and are across from each other on the east side, in the north and south. We'll say Aaron and Aaron and Reniel. Sorry, I forgot your name for a second.
Fine.
Aaron and Reniel, you'll have the northern room, whereas Sergey and Eugene, you'll have the southern room.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Inside the rooms, there's a typical straw bed, because we be PMD in here.
Yeah.
You've also got a nice window that sort of gives you a nice view of the outside. You can open it up if you want to get some fresh air in. There's one desk, but there are 2 chairs around. There's a small couch as well. And there's a few shelves for you to put stuff. And there's a closet. And yeah, each of your room basically looks the same, just mirrored.
Yeah.
Right.
The kind of the basic essentials of crashing and storing small things.
Yep. And
Alright.
anyways, as you're given your new rooms, that is where we'll end it off.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching this actually streamed episode of the Lanwell Chronicles, and thank you all my players for joining me.
Mm-hmm. Eugene is pretty sus because of that Raven, because of Raven like not going to sleep, not telling us what Pokemon went by.
I don't think it was that suspicious.
Yeah.
Again, this is
I
gonna
don't know.
blast.
All right.
Like the character interactions are actually just fantastic.
This has been a really fun group so far, yeah. But anyways, we will be back again in 2 weeks, so see y'all later.